Hi guys, so I'm going to try and keep this quick. We'll see how I get on with that. But I'm doing this video because I took quite a bit of stick on Facebook from somebody yesterday in terms of my post about Intelligence Prime Capital. They kind of insulted me in terms of saying that I hadn't done my own research. So I'm putting this video together so that you can see I have done my own research. And anybody who knows me knows that I come from a good place. And I did not realize that there's quite a few people on my Facebook who are actively involved with this company and also referring people to it. So I apologise if it came across as a personal attack, which I can hand on heart say it genuinely wasn't. I just became made aware of this company through my own community, and I wanted to put something official out there to say where I personally stand with this company. I'm going to go through exactly why there's way too many red flags for me with this. I do believe it's a scam. It is my own personal view. I'm going to show you why, but also I encourage absolutely everybody, as was on my Facebook post yesterday, you have to go away and do your own research, look at it from different angles. And at the end of the day, if you still choose to invest, that's absolutely fine. That's up to you. But another reason is I was made aware of somebody using a very similar thing a couple of weeks ago. They came forward after they'd done it and said that they'd been scammed. And it was a very similar thing where they'd signed up to a platform, looked genuine, deposited money. The next day, it was just gone. The website disappeared, or you're struggling to withdraw. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm going to jump straight into it and try and keep it as short as I can. So this is the Intelligence Prime website, which is iprimecapital.com. And the first thing you get when you come to this is this attention notice, which I find a little bit odd. Unofficial fake website created by scammers has been identified. Make sure you're on this website. I mean, you do get this where people say, make sure you're on this correct website, but to me, this is really subjective. This is just my opinion on this part of this video, but it kind of comes across like a bit of a double bluff to say, okay, yeah, I've checked, I'm on this website, it's legitimate, whatever. So yeah, just found that a little bit strange. Any genuine broker that you normally go to doesn't have that come up. So that's number one. The second point to this website then is there is absolutely nothing on here to say who is behind this project. So who runs this company? Not project, sorry. Who runs this this website? Who runs this firm? Who is it? You can see down the bottom. There's nothing saying like. I'll go into the about section in a minute, but who is it? When you come up to the top and to the about section, there's two sections. So you've got reviews and you've got why iCapital. Now you've got all this bump here, which looks great, which I'll come back to in a second. Actually, no, let's do that now. So this why section on their about section, I'm going to go to AvaTrade.com, which is a legitimate broker across several, global leader in this market. So AvaTrade.com, massive company. When I come to their about section, you can see they've got loads more information in here. They've got why, regulation, management, contact us, reviews, Usain Bolt sponsorship, legal docs, a load more stuff that I can click into. If I go to why AvaTrade, let's have a look at this. And if I just put these two screens side by side, the first thing you're going to see is that the IPC website copies this verbatim, word for word. Everything is taken from here. An enhanced trading experience and a customer-first approach. Exactly verbatim. Next section. Over 300,000 happy traders and counting. Over 300. And the important thing here as well is, we consider ourselves a pioneering broker. We were founded in 2006. This is on their website as well, exactly the same. So they were founded in 2006, remember, that's what they're telling us. Like I said, this goes on and on. They're just copying it literally, word for word, verbatim. And you can do that all the way down to the bottom. So that is my red flag number one. Like I said, AvaTrade, they've got a lot more sections. So you can click into management and you can see, okay, who's behind it. AvaTrade, this is all they've got in their IPC, sorry, that's all they've got here on the left in terms of their about section. If you drop down the reviews, it doesn't work. It takes you straight back to the home page, and I'll get that scam warning again. So it kicks me straight out of the review section. So there's nothing on there. It doesn't work. If I go back to the about, and if you drop down this box, you can see a regulation section. This is where stuff gets even more interesting. So if I come back to AvaTrade, and on the left-hand side, let me just check. You can see as well that the drop-down boxes are exactly the same. Regulation, safety of funds, they've copied the exact same kind of layout. But if I go into regulation on AvaTrade, okay, this gets even more interesting. So, heavily licensed and regulated investment firm claims IPC. Again, verbatim, word for word, they've copied everything. The only thing they've managed to change, which is interesting, is IPC Trade EU Limited is incorporated in Ireland, and they say, this is AvaTrade. So remember, these are legitimate. The numbers are exactly the same. So they're saying this is their reference number, this is theirs, and this goes on all the way down. You can go and check this as well. You'll notice that AvaTrade actually link their kind of reference numbers, whereas nothing on IPCs is actually linked. So they're relying on people not going away and looking at this themselves. Again, same with the Polish one, Australia. What we'll do is we'll do a test one. So this is Australia. So like I said, verbatim, this is how this is copied over. Office address, IPC, capital markets, blah, blah, blah. Exactly the same addresses. If you copy the license number from this IPC website, you can see it's the same number. So I was thinking, oh, maybe that's the number for the Australian Securities website or something. But no, this is saying this is their licensee number. So I went to the Australian Securities and Investments Commission website. I searched for the number, nothing came up, but it did say if you're searching for an Australian Financial Services license, then you need to search on ASIC Connect. So I changed this and went into there. And I just searched in the license number. I drop this down and I click on Australian Financial Services Licensee. And if you click search, let's see what we get. Okay, so I get Ava Capital Markets. So not only are they copying directly from AvaTrade's website, they couldn't even be bothered to make up a number here so that it doesn't find anything or whatever. They're just not regulated. Like this is all wrong. And this continues all the way down. I'll show you another example. So South Africa, let's have a look at them as well. So South Africa, again, exactly the same as of 2016, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so the office address is the same. Regulated number 45984, 45984. So if I copy that into, let's have a look at the South African. So remember they're saying that this is the FSCA number. We go into here, 45984. I'll just make this bigger. Okay, so you can click on financial search providers here. In the top box, just put in their number and click on submit. And you can see there's one match, AvaTrade, AvaTrade here under that number 45984. So it was pretty clear that what is on the IPC website has been directly copied. So have the numbers that they're saying they're regulated with. Remember, they are saying that they are a heavily licensed and regulated investment firm. And just those quick little checks there confirm that that is not the case. They are not licensed. The second thing then to notice is, like I said, on this website you can look anywhere you want. You cannot find who owns this, who runs it, whatever. But I know from doing a bit of research, I've found two names of people who are involved with this. So if you do a search for this guy, then what you'll find is, remember, they're claiming on their website that they've been in this since 2006, and that they've got, I think they've said that he has 15 years worth of experience. So I would expect to find a lot of information about this chap to say, if it's a LinkedIn profile, anything that tells me what this guy's been doing, where's his credentials, where's his credibility for running such a big, heavily regulated investment firm. There is absolutely nothing. The only thing you'll find is stuff related to Intelligence Prime Capital, and there's nothing that exists beyond, say, I think it's June, and that's the earliest kind of stuff I can find from June 2021. And I should have said that they have registered if you go back to the home on here, you will see that they do say that they've registered with the Canadian registration, they've registered with FINTRAC and US Digital Asset Registry. What's really important to notice about this stuff here, this is not regulation. This is just kind of registering their business in these areas, and all they're doing is saying that they're going to comply with anti-money laundering regulations and anti-terrorism and stuff like that. So they have registered there. I've definitely seen the FINTRAC one, but again, it doesn't actually mean anything in terms of they're not a regulated broker. They have just registered their company. So that's just one thing to clear up with that. But again, this chap, I can't find anything about him. If you do look on FINTRAC for these, I'm just going to pause it whilst I find them. Okay, so here we see the registration on the Government of Canada's website. Initial date of registration was June 2021. So again, alarm bells are ringing for me because I'm thinking, well, where have they been registered since 2006? I haven't found anything online to do with this company before this date. And like I said, the people behind it is exactly the same. The second person that's mentioned on their website, well, in a second, that's related to this, I'll show you, is Walter Stefan. So this, when I did this search, it did actually bring up a separate website, so intelligenceprimecapital.com. So if we go to this, what you'll see is this is like a landing page again, which is a bit strange to me. Why have you got two websites running? Surely all this stuff would just be built into your predominant website. So it's a bit strange. It's a landing page. It's got a full presentation, which again, I find a little bit odd that a broker needs a presentation of 12 minutes, which is also towards the end mentioned in their MLM referral program. I don't know any Forex broker who does an MLM attached to it in terms of a referral scheme. And I'll come back to that as well in a second. Don't forget, like, I'm not slating MLM. MLM as a structure and a business model, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But for the two to exist together, I find strange with a broker. This is all here. Like I said, they're saying who they're registered with, which is interesting. Their AI bots, how much they are, and stuff like that. Got a couple of frequently asked questions, and here are the people that sit behind it. Cannot find anything to do with this chap or this one apart from this stuff that's on this website, which is crazy. Frequently asked questions there, and yeah, the other thing to note at the bottom, there's no disclaimers, there's no privacy policy, there's nothing on this website to do with that. They've also got their referral program, which if you click to this, it is a separate page, takes you to another kind of thingy. But yeah, this just then details how their bonus scheme works or whatever. Bit strange if you ask me. And again, I'm going to come back to that as well. So the other thing to note, when you click register from this website, it does kind of link back straight to iprimecapital.com. So it is exactly the same stuff and the same website. So I find it odd that your main website doesn't have your people listed behind it. Their YouTube channel, this only started 6 months ago as well, so we're starting to tie back into when they were registered in June. Find it a little bit weird. This guy in this video, it's a minute long, he doesn't even blink, which is weird as well. But I have nothing against people that don't blink, but maybe I do. But yeah, I just find it strange. Like, everything ties into 6 months ago. Nothing seems to tie into 2006, which they're claiming. And the other side I want to show you is in terms of fake MT4 trades. Now, what's really important to note here is I have absolutely no evidence whatsoever that they are faking MT4 trades, but I want you to know that it exists and it is a possibility. And I would highly recommend coming to this video to watch how people do this. They can name a server whatever they want, and they can input trades to show whatever they want on your phone when you log into your MT4 and stuff like that. And the reason I'm going to come back to this is, the question you really need to ask yourself here is, what is the job of a Forex broker? And that is to make money from traders. So to me, there's a conflict of interest with a broker offering an AI software that's going to make you a lot of money. The two things do not go together hand in hand, because a broker only makes money from people that lose at trading. And everybody knows that. That's how they make money. So there's a conflict of interest. It makes zero sense for them to offer this. So I found them on MyFxBook.com. And again, if you're brand new to trading, you can come to this. You don't need to sign up. Just click the search button and search for IPC bot. So it's MyFxBook.com. And you'll see that they've listed their 3 bots that they've got on there. They registered on here in December 2021, which is fine because any MT4 account that you connect up to this, it will backdate it so that you can see the entire history of that account. So that's okay that they've only registered on here in December, that's fine. But if we come to the Genius bot that they're offering, I just find this crazy. So you can see track record is not verified, which is a big alarm bell for me because yeah, this just means that they can be manipulating trades. Why would they not want to verify this? Because it would update live. It would give an accurate representation of exactly what's happening. It would give you as an investor a bit of confidence that this isn't being manipulated in any way. But also you should be really worried about these figures here because a daily drawdown, sorry, a drawdown of 0.95% is absolutely insane when you're producing 33.8% a month. It's just not realistic. It's if they do own this kind of software, you would not be wasting your time with retail customers. Why would you bother? It doesn't make sense. So what they're saying is from August to present day, pretty much, to February, 6 months worth of data, they've made 530% on this account. That's saying to you that you're going to invest your money and you're going to make 1,000% in a year. Where are they getting the money from? Because remember, they are the broker and here is their server. So they are connected to their own server. They are the broker. They don't make money unless traders lose. So if everybody's winning from winning trades, where did they get their capital from to pay you? I saw a video somebody posted on my Facebook yesterday, and a guy was chatting about how there was 150,000 people on the Genius bot and there wasn't that many on the other 2. Well, if you believe those figures that they're writing on that website or whatever it was, then that's on you. I don't personally believe that the figures will be correct, but again, I have no evidence. It could be 150,000 people using the Genius bot, and maybe the maths don't stack up. But what you're failing to realize is that the amount of money you actually deposit into this broker, you're actually handing over to Intelligence Prime Capital as well. So on your MT4, you might see $1,000 that you've invested. That $1,000 is being used in the background to pay other people out so that it looks like a legitimate business and everybody's winning. But actually, they can be showing you absolutely anything on your phone. Yes, people are going to be successful with withdrawals for a certain period of time until they decide they've had enough with the scam and they run off, in my opinion, or until the money dries up but that's coming in to pay out. So all the money that you're investing is going directly to Intelligence Prime Capital. You're putting all your money into this fake broker and that's just sitting in an account which is going to just keep paying people out until they've had enough, they've made enough money, and they move on to the next thing. You don't need to be a genius to work out that these figures are absolutely insane. And I'll show you, I brought up a comparison. So this is one of the relentless bots that we had running. We were with Alpari broker. And you can see 24% drawdown. We were averaging about 8.5% a month. We did withdraw from this eventually, and you can see that the track record is verified up the top. So everybody who was joining these bots knew that we were not manipulating the data. It's all there. It's done by an independent broker because we have nothing to do with that broker. They're the ones placing the trades and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff you need to be looking for. But if you come and you see, hang on, I'm investing with a broker who's going to make me 500% in 6 months, 1,000% a year, when their website's all copied from a legitimate one. They're not actually regulated. All the numbers that they've copied over from another website, I don't know anything about the people behind it. There's no data, there's no profiles of these people beyond 6 months. The only thing that exists is what they're telling me on this website and from everything that they're doing with iPrime Capital. You can say, yeah, they're on these YouTube videos, but So what? Who is he? What's his real name? How are we going to find him when it goes kaput? Is he even real? Has it been superimposed? Why is he not blinking for a minute? Have they superimposed a face? I don't know these things, but these are the questions you should be asking yourself. So go away, make up your own mind. Watch this video to show you how they can manipulate trades on MT4, and maybe this is a reason why they're not verifying their trades, because they are waiting until every day they're placing a successful fake trade, and then they're clicking to update on MyFxBook to show you what they want you to see. In my opinion, the other two bots they've got is a Brilliant and a Smart bot. They're exactly the same, minimal drawdown, really good results, all not verified as legitimate. So that is why I feel very strongly about this being a scam. And as I said, it's not a personal attack on anybody. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. Just be careful. People are referring people because they're making money off referring people as well. So just be careful. That's all I ask. If you choose to invest, you choose to invest. But I would say, as long as you're aware of this, I've done my part, and I wish everybody in it good luck. And I hope I'm wrong in some way so that you do not lose your money.